as a manager, you're not really a manager anymore. It's gone fashion. It's more like a coach. You know, so you had that in Italy where they could sack you left, right, and centre. It's all following suit over here. And is it the best thing for you? No, I don't think so. Is it something you got to get used to? Yeah. But how can you do anything in the amount of time that you're given? So I've done this documentary. It's helped me stay normal because I thought I was weird. I want to get back into all of it. Oh, yeah, probably am. You laugh, man. You just met me. Anyway, you're weird. You like West Brom. Anyway.
That's a fair point.
Seriously, it is a fair point. Yellow and green away kit. What's all that about? Anyway,
that's a
don't
classic.
start. That's awful. It's like
That's a classic.
Oh, Ian.
That's awful. Anyway, let me get back to it.
Yeah, sorry,
Like,
go
what
on.
I'm saying is so hard these days. And I'll give you the example, right? If you're John Eustace and you've woke up and Wayne Rooney's now the boss of Birmingham and you're 6th in the championship, I don't know how to, I wouldn't, if I was him, I couldn't console myself and I wouldn't know what to say to him now. How unfair is that? So it's chaos. You're trying to manage chaos. And with the people above you, how many there are these days? I don't even mention the director of football yet, who can sit there and go, yeah, I think it was...
Yeah.
Player is much better than that. Must be understanding. And they look after themselves. So, oh my goodness me, do you know what I mean? So, I miss it. So I'd go back into it. You know, it's incredible. You know, but what a wonderful, chaotic life it is, because life's about experiencing things, good and bad. How do you know what good is until you've had some bad stuff? And we all get some bad stuff. And so you deal with it. So. Dealing with football management was something I've had to do. I had to do it. I bought the biggest house I could, put myself in massive debt because I had to keep doing it. I couldn't moan about it. I had to keep doing it and I couldn't, you know what I mean? So I tried to get...
Piled the pressure on yourself.
Absolutely.
But
yeah, absolutely. I have to keep doing this, so stop moaning about it.
Yeah.
Because it would be easy to sit back and go, why do I want that? Why do I want to do that?
Yeah. I know.
You know, and then all the problems you get when you don't know someone and you sign someone and then you sign him from non-league and they still bring that non-league mentality and they almost execute their wife by getting so drunk they put their keys in the toaster and didn't realise they did it, and then the wife comes down and I'm giving him a lift to work and you nearly killed me, you idiot. It's like, wow, what on earth? So I mean, I have had some stories.
I was going to say
that must have happened.
Actually happened, yeah.
What player?
Julian Allsop, brilliant.
Put his keys in the toaster.
He nearly killed his wife. Yeah, she was fuming.
But why would you put your keys in the
Because he
toaster?
didn't realise he's gone like that, like a zombie fight. He's come in, he's had too many the night before. He phoned me because he lived around the corner. Can you give me a lift, Gaffer? I went, yeah, all right. And then we're driving into work and his missus, I found your keys. It was for Rovers.
Jesus.
You wouldn't believe what we had going on.
This towards the start of your managerial career, or when you
That was
got
it.
back?
Right at the start, yeah. You took me back there, kid. Do you know what I mean? When I was 33, and I lasted till I was 37 there.
This clip is brought to you by Super 6. Super 6 is back after the international break and the massive jackpot is still there to be won. You can already enter now, so get your scores selected. We've all been playing Super 6 this whole season. There's no reason why you shouldn't come and join. It's a free shot at £250,000. What is not to love? Get over to the app, predict your 6 scores, and that jackpot could be yours. You can also compete against myself, Reeve, and Theo in the official Pitchside Mini League. To join that, the code is PTCH23, and we'll also be giving away a £100 classic football shirts voucher to the person who comes top of that league. Once you're in, very easy to play. Just predict your 6 scores, enter your golden goal, hit submit, and you're all set. Completely free shot at £250,000. Follow the link in the description to sign up now. There's many chances to win this jackpot this season over and over again, and a classic football shirts voucher if you top our league. So remember, completely free shot at £250,000. You may as well get involved. Follow the link in the description below. Are they your club then, Rovers?
Always have been.
Yeah.
Can't help it. I've had to change shirts, not because I wanted to. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Anyway, I've just answered one question in about a half hour or so. How many questions you got?
Ideal, mate. That's what we're looking for.
You touched on it just now, I'd say, but what is the key or the main difference, good or bad, between managing, say, 20, 30 years ago to now?
I think people realise you need staff now.
Yeah.
right? Which is great for the players, fantastic for their development, fantastic for the manager, really, because we used to just guess how fit you were, and we probably run you till you were sick.
Yeah.
At least no one's cheated you then. But they have science behind it now. You got your heart rate monitors, you got all of this going on, and you can actually try with a small squad to try and keep them all fit and keep them going. And that certainly helps. At Blackpool, I only had 3 of us.
3 of you?
Yeah,
Including yourself.
including myself,
Wow.
me, Steve Thompson, and Phil Horner. Steve Thompson was first team coach, stroke my assistant, and Phil Horner was the physio.
And doesn't that slightly contradict what you just said then? Because that was one of the most successful periods, wasn't it? Really, what you did there was ridiculous.
What we had another a chief executive, but he wasn't called that. The owner wouldn't give him that title.
Yeah.
He had 4 jobs around the club and kept the club going. Matt Williams, his name was. But what he had was a great scouting network. I also had my own scouting network, and we had
spent no money,
some
did you?
wonderful clubs around the area. Lots of Premier League clubs who we could borrow players. We borrowed John Joe Shelby on half his money.
Yeah.
Can you believe that? He walked in, scored 4 in his first game for me. He'd been bought by Liverpool for, I think it was 7 million.
It was
quid.
a decent fee from Charlton, wasn't it?
Hell of a decent fee, and he hadn't played. So when I let him go on my pitch, he took this free kick, took that, and they all went in. Against Bristol City as well. It was like we beat 5-0.
Ideal.
I was absolutely loving it. Yeah. But I can understand his frustration. But we were so lucky. But it just worked, because the fans bought into it.
It was mental. That was.
It was honestly. But if you can get some like-minded people who aren't happy where they are, and you bring them up and you let them play.
Yeah.
Jason Puncheon we got from Southampton. And they were 2 divisions below us, played him in the Premier League, and he was like he'd always been there.
He had like Luke Varney.
Varney,
I no disrespect to him. I don't think many Premier League clubs would have come knocking for him, but he like.
Yeah, but
they all did jobs, though, didn't they?
We played a friendly against Dario Gradish's crew, and he went, "Why don't you playing that way? Why don't you take Luke?
Yeah.
Here's his number." He said, "I trained him to make all those runs. He'd be brilliant for you, and he can win a header."
Yeah.
Because we used to hit long diagonals to it was long ball football, and everybody thought we played some brilliant stuff. But really, we dragged you in, got it wide, and then hit it the other side because that's where the space was. And so I had 12 forwards, and Luke was one of them. But life's about trying to express yourself, and with too many people around you, it's very difficult to do it. When I went to Palace, I had never seen so many staff in my life.
Really?
After Dougie left, and Dougie took 5 staff with him.
Yeah.
So there was hardly anything for me to do. So in a lot of the ways, I was stumped because I wanted to influence these people who already had a different routine. And the minute I tried to change their routine to get it to what I did, they didn't like it. So I had to go back to what Dougie wanted to do. Luckily for me, I was big enough and ugly enough to do that. And we managed to get up, but I didn't last long there because I was very different to what they were used to. But, at the end of the day, all I want, this documentary that I made last year, I met all these wonderful managers, some just starting off. Liam Rossini in his first job. So I said, what are you going to do when it goes wrong? I don't know. I can't see it going wrong. Not arrogantly, he just meant that it hasn't yet. And you know what I mean? And then Michael Duff was at Barnsley, and I spoke to him, and he said, Ollie, if this is as good as I can get, I got to try and improve every day. And it was brilliant to hear him. And then I spoke to Neil Warnock and Mick McCarthy and about experiences, and we've all, I wanted to know if I was any different to them, and thank God they're all like me. I am so competitive at anything.
Yeah.
If we had to throw a coin towards the door, I'd have to try and beat you. I couldn't help it, and I'd get nasty with myself if I didn't. Not with you. If you've beat me, I'd get nasty with myself.
Yeah.
Because I would expect myself to be better than that, and then. So the standards that I set, and I'm not the only one, they all do it. It was absolutely so freeing up for me to think, God, I'm normal compared to other people. Most people I'm not.
Yeah.
I got this high energy and I'm ready to do stuff and I can't sit still, and they're all the bloody same. But what was shocking was my wife, Kim, who has put up with me for 34 years, and some of the things she said really hurt because I thought I'd showed them I care more than about the football, but I don't think I did.
No, yeah.
And that really hurts, you know what I mean? I've spoke to my boy. I've signed to my daughters about what I was like, and they all laugh and oh, good. We knew if you'd lost. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't really want that, do you?
No.
But I want people to understand how much we do care.
Yeah.
Right? We care that much that we're going to get the sack. We don't just think they're, I'm going to get me money.
Yeah.
It's not like that. It really isn't like that. And every single week, you've tried to do the best you can to beat the opposition. Not draw with them. You know? Definitely not lose to them. To beat them. And all the work that you've put in, it's heartbreaking when it don't. And then yet you got to be the one to pick yourself up. So it's a very, very brutal way of living. And I wanted, whoever watches it, I believe you'll understand that, because I managed to touch a nerve with the other managers, because we all get frosty when someone asks us a question. Because we've been looking out for ourselves to protect. So why did you lose 1-0 today? Well, they scored one more goal than we. You know, stupid questions you can answer. But when I was asking a question, they knew it was coming from my manager's side, and I wanted to understand how I felt like that. So they opened up, and some of it. One of them, I don't even know if I liked before I went there. Stevenage. Right?
Evans,
Steve Evans at Stevenage, right? Me and him have had so many rows on the side, it's unbelievable. And I mean, like almost fisticuffs. And so when they said, we're going to go and see Steve, I thought, right, what a lovely player. He is so different. Yeah. And I said to him, my God, he went, my dad on his deathbed said to me, and he went, I've never told anyone this. I said, is it all right to show? He went, yeah, please, I need to get it off my chest. He said, Steve, I know you can get someone's back up. If they don't know you, they don't like you. But let me tell you, when they get to know you, they love you. And it was true by the end of it. And he got promoted last year. Wonderful. Absolutely. You don't know these people. Do you understand?
Yeah, absolutely.
And what it does to you, it can, because you're trying to protect yourself and your family and your reputation, it can make you do the strangest things.